On a warm summer day in 1887, George Ameridge and his brother Edward inspected a 430-acre parcel of land to which they had pinned all their hopes and dreams. They had a vision for this golden tract of earth, a town, industries, schools, and a future. What they needed was an ironclad connection to prosperity: the railroad. Fortunately for them, the Santa Fe Railroad was looking to build a line from Los Angeles to San Diego with a track through Orange County. In due course, the Ameridge brothers laid out their case that the rail line should pass through their land. A railroad executive by the name of George Fullerton made the final decision. And just like that, the town of Fullerton, California was born. From the very beginning, education became one of the top priorities for the visionary pioneers of the area. Early citrus ranchers worked together, not only to build roads and organized cooperative selling agencies for their crops, but also to plan and establish their schools. In 1878, William McFadden, a prominent citrus grower and former teacher from Pennsylvania, helped found the first school in the area in nearby Placentia. 10 years later, Fullerton's founding fathers successfully petitioned for the formation of the Fullerton School District. Soon after, Fullerton Union High School opened its doors. The first class of just 8 students met in a rented room in the Fullerton Grammar School building. One man served as principal and faculty for the entire school, for which he was paid the handsome salary of $125 per month. Over the next 2 decades, enrollment grew, as did the public's desire for more educational opportunities. But in Orange County, students wishing to continue their education past high school had to make the trek to Los Angeles to attend college classes. All that changed when, 1 century ago, Fullerton Union High School became the host of a pioneering new venture, a junior college, the first of its kind in California. At the same time, industry in Orange County blossomed like the citrus groves in the spring, and proximity of the railroads meant anything Fullerton produced could easily be shipped to other parts of the country. This created an even stronger demand for a trained workforce, something that could only be provided through better educational opportunities. To meet the growing need, Fullerton Junior College opened its doors in 1913 to a freshman class of 28 students. But the world was changing quickly. Within a year of the junior college's beginning, World War I began in Europe. By 1917, the United States declared war on Germany, and American doughboys began shipping out to foreign shores. The college's Board of Trustees instituted a military drill program required for all college men. The ranks of male students were soon depleted, as all who could enlisted.
When I get back home again to the USA.
When the conflict in Europe ended 2 years later, the Fullerton College yearbook was dedicated with great feeling to those from our school who stood in ranks, ready to sacrifice their lives. These veterans returned to Orange County with plenty of opportunity waiting for them.
When I get back to the USA.
In Orange County, the citrus boom continued throughout the 1920s. Clever marketing by California fruit growers went a long way towards securing the state's golden reputation. With slogans like "Oranges for Health, California for Wealth," Orange County became a symbol of the good life and a magnet for people everywhere.
You're number 14,000 for today.
California's population exploded with immigrants from all over the world, but many of them found the reality was much different from the golden dream. They worked hard for little pay in the fields and orchards.
Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. California is a garden of Eden. a paradise.
Yet through
to live
perseverance,
in.
the promise of a better life began to materialize. They put down roots and chose to raise a new generation of children born in America.
My first job was picking oranges. Actually, it may have been illegal because I went to pick oranges with my older brother. And I was so little, and it was a practice in those days to have little guys go and help pick oranges. We were so small that we could carry the bag, but we could only pick the oranges at the bottom of the tree.
Vacation by the mountains or sea.
To make the region even more enticing to newcomers, oil prospectors struck black gold in several North Orange County cities, including Fullerton.
Now the police at the port of entry say,
Between oranges and oil, jobs were plentiful, and the workers who poured into the area found the natural beauty and mild climate gave them every reason to stay.
dusty way to the California line.
The good times continued until the stock market crash of 1929 and the Great Depression that enveloped the country in a dark cloud of financial despair.
Now the police at the port of entry say,
In Orange County, the agricultural industry suffered tremendously, causing a shift from food production to food processing. Migrant farm workers were deported so that destitute farmers from Oklahoma and other Dust Bowl states could take over their low-paying jobs. With the worst financial crisis in the country's history, the federal government took action, and Fullerton College became a direct beneficiary of its economic stimulus efforts. Since its inception, the college had been operating from the campus of Fullerton High School. Under the guidance of Fullerton College Superintendent Lewis Plummer and Dean William Boyce, 16 acres of land adjacent to the high school had been purchased for the future permanent home of the college campus. But up until 1933, funds for the building projects had remained elusive.
And to try to stimulate us out of the Great Depression, FDR and the Democratic majority in Congress began all kinds of programs and all kinds of alphabet soup bureaucratic agencies like the Works Project Administration, WPA, ended up providing the funds to build those 5 original buildings in the 1930s on the Fullerton College campus.
With the onset of World War II, the aviation and aerospace industries moved to the front of the line in their importance to the nation, and especially Orange County. As it had during the First World War, Fullerton College, along with the entire country, responded to the conflict with a surge of patriotism and a desire to help the war effort in any way possible. In the nation's factories, assembly line workers labored around the clock, cranking out essential parts, equipment, and military hardware. At the same time, Fullerton College shifted gears to add more of an emphasis on vocational training programs such as welding and diesel engine mechanics. Even a flight training program was added under the supervision of the U.S. government. The ranks of male students were depleted during the war, and enrollment fell from 1,400 students before the war to just 800 students in 1942. The mostly female student body that remained organized their efforts to help the boys overseas. They assembled war bandages, participated in the sale of war bonds, and wrote letters to the soldiers who were far from home. In effect, the Herculean industrial effort required to win the war effectively ended the Great Depression and marked the beginning of a new era of high-tech jobs and industry for the entire Southern California region. Thanks to the GI Bill, returning veterans were entitled to a free education, but they needed a place where they could learn the skills required to excel in this dynamic new economy. As it had done before, Fullerton College refined itself to meet the needs of the changing workplace and the influx of new and passionate students. This marked the beginning of a golden age for the college and the community.